Welcome back, everybody. Today we're going to be discussing the Kobe 5 Caitlin Clark coconut milk. These are going to be dropping tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern Time for just $190. And there's a chance these might potentially restock in the future, like we saw with the original Caitlin Clark Kobe 5. Those restocked via a shock drop 6 months after their initial release. So we're going to address how that might potentially affect the hold value of these as well. And when it came to that shock drop, of course, we posted all early info and prepared all members for it. The same way we're going to provide early info for the Cryo Shot Off-White, or I should say Virgil Abloh Archives drop when that occurs, and any other shock drop for the matter. So consider joining us with the link in the description while you still can before it's too late. But let's jump right into this. In order to determine if the Caitlin Clark Kobe 5 coconut milk will be a fruitful hold, we will be covering an estimated range or what the sneaker will settle at after the drop, and also when shipments come in, essentially the pair is going into circulation, whether they're expected to increase post-drop or even continue to decrease, along with how much specifically over specific periods of time, and finally, what type of margin are we looking at for these in terms of holding, not the retail to resale initial margin, but rather the hold margin over X period of time. Basically, even if these do go up, are they going to be worth your time or not? Kicking it off, let's discuss the estimated range that these should be settling at. Stock on these is slightly lower than the last Caitlin Clark Kobe, which had about 14,000 pairs on Nike US. These have about 11,500 on Nike US. While that doesn't sound like a huge difference, percentage-wise, it is quite notable. But it is also possible some stock is being saved for a future restock, and we'll address that possibility later. Anyway, while supply is lower, it seems like demand is actually higher on these than it was for the silver and red pair, although not by a significant amount. With both the lower stock and slightly higher demand considered, I would expect these to slightly outperform the last pair, which was mostly bricked, so these should still remain profitable, at least in large sizes, and will be worth going for. Currently, sizes 8 to 12 in men's are at about $313 on average, and this is sufficient for profitability with or without tax, but let's see what happens after the drop. Now, after they drop, we often see a positive impulsivity effect where sneakers tend to jump 5 to 10% in value from everyone who missed out and the market kind of mispricing them beforehand. We saw this happen on the Travis Scott Jordan 1 Low Pink Pack, and I told you guys this would happen because the stock was a lot lower than what everyone was anticipating and what the market was pricing in. And I told you guys this the day before. Guys, I would highly recommend you turn on post notifications so you stay alert with these important updates. I try to give you guys as much early info as possible. When it comes to these though, I don't think the stock difference is drastic enough to cause a significant impulsivity effect. Prices are already quite high. So for the most part, I think they'll maintain their current value and just not decrease any further. Maybe a slight increase, but I'm not confident it would be as much as the 5% that we saw in the Travis. Now let's discuss what's going to happen as shipments begin to go out in that 2 to 3 week range. This is when all pairs are now going in circulation, and typically we see about a 10% drop in value on general releases. And for this release, I don't have any reason to believe it's gonna vary too differently, so I'm gonna assume 10% on these as well, and this would hypothetically lead to an average of $281, meaning on large sizes you could still profit with or without tax, but smaller sizes you're mostly breaking even at best with tax. Now that the average price range at those points in time are evident though, let's discuss whether they're going to continue to decrease or if they're going to start increasing. The first Caitlin Clark Kobe 5 actually was appreciating at first, and then it restocked and it tanked the value, but remember, they were appreciating. The Kobe 6 Caitlin Clark also appreciated quite a bit, and the recent one, it hasn't been long enough to see the appreciation, but that is fair. When it comes to these, with lower stock than the last pair, I think it would be reasonable to expect a gradual appreciation similar to the first Kobe 5, unless we see a restock, which again tanks them like 6 months from now. Finally, regarding the hold margin on these, basically, even if they do go up, is it really going to be worth your time or not? So before the restock of the first pair, those appreciated from $350 to $450, which is very impressive considering that's a high starting value of $350. And that was still a 30% ROI, which is above average, pretty solid. And these, on the other hand, have even more room for a good ROI since the starting value is lower. But the nuance is that it's unlikely they'll get that high since this is not the first colorway like those were, even if these are kind of favored. Nonetheless, good potential for a decent ROI with the caveat of a potential restock in 6 months ruining everything. So with that said, I would rate these above average at 5.5 out of 10 though, because of the restock risk, but still above average. So maybe hold these for like 5 months if you really want to, and then sell, or just sell them right away and prioritize other sneakers, even though they probably will appreciate even for a bit. Now, if you're watching this before the drop, good luck. And if you're watching after the drop and you comp, congratulations. Remember, for any early info on any shock drops, which are going to be very soon, consider joining us with the link in the description below. And we do a lot more than that too. Definitely going to help you make a lot of side money through other side hustles as well, especially reselling Pokemon. This has been something we've been absolutely dominating in. So again, check us out. Other than that though, have a great rest of your day.